Welcome back, everyone. This is Mondo All Day, back with another video. And in this video, we'll be taking a look at DC's finest, Batgirl, Nobody Dies Tonight. This is going to be the trade paperback. And so I'll be talking about a little bit of the story, the art, and of course, everything worth your purchase or not. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to our support channel, to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at front of the book. The spine. And you got the new Batman DC logo. The back, and it shows you the years that this book is collected, right? And this is a trade paperback, so that's pretty much it. This is the same height as a compendium, so if you do have like a DC Comics compendium, so kind of get a reference point in terms of the height of this. Alright, now let's take a look at what's inside. So, what is this book about? So the book collects various stories that involves Cassandra Cain as Batgirl. Before, if you don't know, before Cassandra Cain took the name as Orphan, she was originally Batgirl. And so this book collects, as I mentioned, various stories. And I say various stories because there's books, or not books, but stories involving Supergirl and Joker's gas. Then you have Bruce Wayne being charged for murder. And then you have another story where it's Commissioner Gordon gets injured or shot. And then you have another story regarding a disgruntled employee. So again, there's a lot of various stories in here regarding Cassandra Cain. So there really is no plot. There is a bit of a subplot between Cassandra Cain and Lady Shiva, which I won't say too much about it because if you don't know, well, read the book and you'll know. I don't want to spoil that. And so that's what this whole book entails. It's just different stories with it for Batgirl or Cassandra Cain. And with that said, I really like this book. The reason why I like it is because, one, it's more of a character development of Cassandra Cain. It's really showcasing who she is as a character. It's not just like another female Batgirl taking the mantle as Batgirl, or female character taking the mantle as Batgirl and just being a badass. This really shows you and breaks down who she really is as a character, as a person, but more importantly, how she differentiates between other Batgirls like Barbara Gordon and Stephanie Brown. And that's where this book shines. It's going to be the character development of Cassandra Cain. Because in this book, you really see her, not only being a badass, how she adapts with different fighting styles and her survivability, but also to her self-doubt. Because throughout this whole entire book, you see what happened to her when she was a child, her upbringing. And she has a lot of self-doubt of, one, not living up to the name as Batgirl, but also unsure of herself, unsure if she actually is a hero or not because of the things she's done in the past, which I won't say too much, I don't want to spoil it. And that's where the book shines very well. It's going to be the character development in Cassandra Cain, and this book does a phenomenal job with displaying who she really is as a person. The character Batgirl is cool, don't get me wrong, I do like it, but really just seeing her develop to becoming Batgirl and becoming a superhero, that's the best part about it. And of course, other little things here and there. And for those of you who don't know, Cassandra Cain, she doesn't really talk much. She does, but the communication is very short. Like, for example, if you were to say, like, hey, good morning, how are you today? She will respond with, like, good. Or like, alright. Something short, simple. And that's how she is. And the more you read this book, and the more you know about her upbringing, you get a good understanding why she is what she is. Now, to me, the best iteration, in my honest opinion, is going to be in James Tynion Detective Comics run, which is going to be the omnibus of Batman, Rise of the Batman. If you've not read the book, I'm telling you, that is a perfect way to get into Cassandra Cain or Orphan, because in that book, or in the stories in there, trust me, she is a badass, but also there's a different side of her too, which I won't talk about it, because that's a whole different topic. But in this book, though, this is a great introduction with Cassandra Cain. The only downside of this book is going to be, well, there's no really stories, as I mentioned. There's no really one story that, you can kind of see her develop. It's just different stories. 1 minute you're here, Bruce Wayne gets convicted of murder. And then another story on here, Commissioner Gordon gets injured. And then another story, So you're like, all right, where am I going with this? But then as you progress reading it, you really understand what this whole book is about. It's just really showcasing and developing Cassandra Cain as a character. And they did a really good job with this book on here and really introducing who Cassandra Cain is and just showcasing how she is different compared to Stephanie Brown. How she's different compared to Barbara Gordon. And I really, really enjoy this book. There's a reason why this book is highly rated because, again, the character development of Cassandra Cain is a stand on here. And, man, this book, it is top notch. It's one of those, if you really want to dive into this new character, this character you've never maybe heard of, definitely check this book out. The paper quality, it's not matte, but also not glossy. It's like a hybrid between like matte and glossy type of thing. So it's like a hybrid in the middle, because some pages do have a nice shine to it, like this one, but then some don't, kind of have the matte look. So it's like a hybrid type of thing. Pacing, this thing is above average. This thing, you can read it within probably 2 hours. If you're a quick reader, I think with 2 hours you can read this book. For me, I took my time with it. It took me about 5 days, but I was reading about like 100 pages per day. And again, the pacing, above average. So you can get this book read by within, again, depending on reading speed, within probably either 2 hours or maybe even a day. Do you need to have prior knowledge? Not really. I mean, this does take place after Batman No Man's Land, where Cassandra Cain was introduced, so you don't need prior knowledge, but they do reference it here and there in terms of Batman No Man's Land, but it's not a requirement. The art is good. I like the art, I'll be honest. None of the art really stood out to me like, holy crap. It's good overall, but just nothing really stood out to me. So overall, what do I give this book? Thumbs up for me. The fight scenes are really good. The character development is top tier. Just what is lacking is just going to be the whole plot. But apart from that, though, everything else is just fantastic. And there's a reason why this book is highly rated. And rightfully so, because, again, you go into this book not knowing much about Cassandra Cain. By the time you finish reading this book, you're going to be a fan of Cassandra Cain. So once again, whatever I give this book, thumbs up for me. Definitely recommend getting it. Now let's take a look at the back of the book for some cover art, and that's pretty much it. So that, as they say, is that. Let me know what you guys think. Have you read this book? Do you plan on reading this book? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button to our support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. This includes an overview of DC's finest Batgirl, Nobody Dies Tonight, trade paperback, and on to the next one.